What is up today, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Excuse the messy hair. I woke up, coffee, I was watching SummerSlam, didn't have time to tidy up, whatever. I did make sure the room looks quite decent, for the video, so at least I did that part. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that last video uploaded, which was about Wemby, but, being the superstar that he is. I really enjoyed making that video. So now we're going to go back to football, NFL. Now, before we start this video, I want to say, I want to sort of explain the process now with NFL. So with NFL, and I did upload that for one video where I was reacting to Detroit and LA, the Chargers versus, was it the Lions? I can't remember, man. It's gonna take me a while to remember the names. Reacted to that one, my first ever NFL game. I had a lot of fun watching that one. It was a blast, and some people pointed out that I should learn the rules, which is 100% correct. I should at least watch one video to do with, that explains the rules behind the NFL, and that way I can have some sort of understanding before I react to players, playoffs, legends, whatever it may be. Also, a friend of mine is going to be helping me as well, explaining the rules of the NFL, and I cannot wait to really get into the sport. And then afterwards, I'm going to be mixing it up. Basketball will be the main one. NFL, NHL, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for sure. Learning all about the sports. I'm looking forward to that one. So, saying that, if you have any recommendations to do with NFL, in this case, NBA, NHL, let me know in the comments. As well with this video, if I've missed out on anything, please let me know. I want to try and learn as much as I can, and try and understand how the sport works. And if you have any recommendations, just let me know. I'll add it to the list. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys are the absolute best. Now, if you yapped long enough, let's get to. Oh, also shout out to Nin. No, I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing this name right. Nin. I'm gonna leave the link for this video in the bio for you guys to check out as well. So, got my coffee. Let's get to watching.
Nin explains the rules of American football. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team. Teams are made up of 46 players in the NFL, with 11 players taking to the field at any one time.
Alright.
The field is 100 yards long by 53 yards wide, with two 10-yard end zones at each end. White markings on the field help players, referees and spectators keep a track of what's going on. The game starts with a kickoff. The team with possession of the ball is known as the offense, and the team without the ball is the defense.
Alright.
The job of the offense is to move the ball up the field and try and score points. This can be done by either running forwards with the ball, or by throwing it up the field for a teammate to catch. The offense is given 4 chances, or 4 downs, to make at least 10 yards. If the offense manages to move the ball 10 yards or more, they will retain possession of the ball, whilst given another 4 downs to make another 10 yards.
I see.
On your TV screen you will see this graphic. This tells you what down the team is on, and this tells you how many yards they need to make. If you're also watching this on TV, they will also show you the lines they need to cross in order to make their downs. The defense's job is to stop the offense moving the ball forwards by tackling. This includes pulling them to the ground, stopping them from moving forward, or forcing them off the field. If the offense fails to move the ball 10 yards within 4 downs, the ball is given to the defending team at that point. The defending team will then bring on their offensive players and try and move the ball in the opposite direction so that they can score. They will then bring on their offensive players and try and move the ball at that point. The defending team will then bring on their offensive players and try and move the ball in the opposite direction so that they can score.
Okay.
You will most likely see the offense kick the ball away on 4th down to make it more difficult for the other team to score. Teams will usually have 3 different units of 11 players that come on the field at different times. They include the offense. These play the field at different times. Teams will usually have 3 different units of 11 players that come on the field at different times.
Okay.
They include the offense.
The offense.
These players will usually come on the field when they have possession of the ball. The offensive unit consists of these positions.
Alright, this right here is what's going to take me a long time. Maybe not a long time, it will take me a while to sort of understand. So we've got the wide receiver, alright. I think I kind of have an idea what they do. So what does this O mean? This probably is a stupid question, but what's this O? What is this? OT, GC. So we got the tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, tight end, quarterback, fullback, running back, offensive unit.
The quarterback is the most important player on the field, as he's the one
And that's the quarterback, right?
who decides. The quarterback is the most important player on the field, as he's the one who decides to pass the ball up the field, hand it off to a teammate so that they can run with it, or decide to run with it himself.
Okay.
These offensive line positions are usually
So these here. So this line right here. So we've got the tackle, the guard, the center, the guard, and the tackle.
responsible for line positions are usually responsible for protecting the quarterback. The wide receivers are responsible for running down the field to catch the ball thrown by the quarterback. The tight end is responsible for blocking and also catching the ball in the middle of the field. And the running back and fullback is responsible for running with the ball up the field. The defense. These plays will usually come on the field when the other team has the ball. The defensive unit consists of these positions.
So there's the defensive unit and the offensive unit. All right. That's going to take me a while to understand as well. So they got like their own group. Is that what it is? Like their own group, and the offensive team has their own unit. It's like their own separate group. Or maybe I'm just confusing myself at this point. Wait, he did mention the offensive and the defensive. Okay, so I think I'm starting to
Defensive
understand.
line is responsible for defensive unit consists
But any explanations, any tips and advice and help, much appreciated.
of these positions. The defensive line is responsible for moving past the offensive line. The linebackers stop running backs coming through the defensive line, and they're also responsible for attacking the quarterback. The cornerbacks try and stop the wide receivers, and the safeties try and stop the pass up the middle of the field. Special teams.
Special teams.
Special teams are specialist players that come on the field when there's a kick involved. Within the special teams is a mixture of offensive and defensive players, mixed with either a punter or kicker for offense, or a punt returner for defense.
I think I'm beginning to understand this. So he said, so this is 257. So where is it here? So he said 46 players.
Than the opposing team. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than 6 players in the NFL.
Okay. So there's 46 players per team, right? So within these 46 players, this is what I'm understanding, right? So you have part of the 46, you have the offensive unit, the defensive unit, and then the special, right? And then that's what he's sort of explaining. I think that's what he means.
Special teams. Special teams are specialist players that come on the field when there's a kick involved. Within the special teams is a mixture of offensive and defensive players, mixed with either a punter or kicker for offense, or a punt returner for defense. Now you know what all the players do and how the game is played. But how do you score?
Okay.
In American football, there's 4 different ways of scoring. Number 1, a touchdown. The main
I mean, that's the one I know, and I guess that's the most common one, right? Everyone knows a touchdown.
way of scoring is via 4 different ways of scoring. Number 1, a touchdown. The main way of scoring is via a touchdown. If the ball is carried into the end zone area, or thrown and caught in the end zone, this is a touchdown and is worth 6 points. Unlike in rugby, you don't need to touch the ball down onto the ground. All you have to do is cross the line with the nose of the ball to score. Number 2, extra points. Once a touchdown has been scored, you have the option of kicking it through the uprights for an extra point, or try and pass or run the ball into the end zone for an extra 2 points.
Okay, I was just about to say, how many points is it worth?
Most teams play it safe and go with the 1 point. Number 3, field goal. At any time, the team with the ball can kick the ball between the posts and over the crossbar. To do this, they must hand it to a teammate who will hold it down to the ground, ready for the kicker to make a kick. A successful kick scores 3 points. Number 4, a safety. If the defense tackles an offensive player behind his own goal line, the defending team scores 2 points. The game is played in 4 15-minute quarters for a combined playing time of 60 minutes. Highest score at the end of 60 minutes wins. Ties are rare in American football, and overtime periods are played if necessary to determine the winner.
Okay.
Different leagues have different rules about tie games. Is that it? Is that all I need to know? Well, you're almost there, but American football is filled with lots of rules, and you'll need to understand a few more of them before playing or watching a game.
True.
For example, fumble.
Okay, what's
If
a
a ball
fumble?
carrier drops the ball, that's a fumble.
Aha.
Any player on the field can recover the ball by diving onto it. The team that recovers a fumble gets possession of the ball. Interception. An aggressive defense can regain possession of the ball by catching or intercepting passes that are meant for players on the other team.
Okay, so this is like the equivalent of a steal in basketball.
Both fumble recoveries and interceptions can be run back into the end zone for touchdowns. Sack. If the defense tackles a quarterback whilst he has possession of the ball, this is known as a sack. This is detrimental to the offense as a down is wasted, and this usually results in a loss of yards. Incomplete pass. If a pass intended to a receiver hits the ground first or is thrown out of bounds, this is ruled an incomplete pass. A down is wasted and play restarts from the spot of the last down. Penalty. If a player breaks one of the rules, referees will throw flags onto the field. They will determine who made the foul and how many yards his team should be penalised.
Okay.
Challenge. If a coach disagrees with the decision on the field, they can throw red flags onto the field. The previous play will then be reviewed, and if the challenge is successful, the ruling on the field is reversed. If the challenge is unsuccessful and the ruling on the field stands, they forfeit one timeout.
I see.
Timeout. If a team wants to stop the clock to regroup, take a break, or discuss strategy, they are allowed 3 timeouts per half. Each timeout lasts 60 seconds, and players get a break of 12 minutes at half time. Now this is a lot to take in, but once you start playing or watching American football, the rules will become clear. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, rate, comment and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. Be sure to follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime, enjoy American football.
I just subscribed. Great video. Great video. Great video. I'm gonna leave this video in the link. I'm gonna leave the link to this video in my bio for you guys to check out. Definitely show him some love. But this was a great video, man. This was a great video. Now, you know, obviously, different rules, different play style. Everything's different compared to basketball, which I'm used to now. But again, just like basketball, once I start watching, I'll start understanding. There's a lot more rules and technicality that goes into football, so it might take me a bit more time to learn about how the NFL works and actually begin to, you know, enjoy the sport, you know. But again, just like when I first started watching and learning basketball, I'm very much excited to learn and watch the NFL. Now I think the next games for the preseason, if I'm not mistaken, should be end of the week, right? So that's the one I watched and reacted to, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, I was amazed by some of the most basic things, you know. So week 2, Friday, 8th of August would be 9th. So this will be this weekend for us. And that's when I go back to work. All right. No problem. No problem. What I need to do, though, is find the site where I can watch the NFL preseason and the playoffs and everything, which shouldn't be too hard, to be honest. But, you know, I'll find something so I can stay up to date. And then, yeah, whichever games I miss or don't have time to watch, I'll just make a reaction video of it and watch it, you know, which would be cool. But yeah, great video. I had fun watching this. I definitely look forward to learning more about the sport. Any help, any tip, advice, more than welcome, guys. Let me know. Let me know what I should focus on. Who should I focus on? If you got any rules, if this video has missed anything, you know, again, I'll appreciate every bit of information that you guys can give me. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It does help a lot. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers already, which is insane. Shout out to all of you guys watching. You are the absolute best. Now, until the next video, guys, you take care, stay safe, and keep on grinding. Never give up. And until the next one, much love, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Much love all. Peace, peace, peace.